A school crisis in the city. An astonishing new study shows an unthinkable number of New York students are homeless. Good evening once again. I'm Maurice Dubois.
And I'm Christine Johnson. Welcome back to CBS 2 News, now streaming on CBS and New York. And that eye-opening report revealed at least 1 in 10 students was homeless last year. That's enough to fill the seats at the Barclays Center 6 times over. CBS 2's Aundrea Cline-Thomas has more on what city leaders are doing about it.
Here, children are learning about the parts of a flower. It's part of our science and STEM program.
At the Women in Need family shelters, students get extra help with their education. The programs attempt to counter the traumatic impact of homelessness that includes struggles with reading comprehension, absenteeism, and dropping out of school.
And we provide after-school programs so that children have an opportunity to avoid learning loss. We help them with homework help. We also make sure that there aren't any obstacles that affect their attendance.
According to a new report by Advocates for Children of New York, more than 114,000 students in the city were homeless last school year, a number that has increased more than 70% in the last decade.
If the students who were homeless in New York City made up their own school district, it would be one of the 30 largest school districts in the nation. It's double the size of the entire Boston public school system.
A vast majority of the homeless students in the city do not live in shelters. They're temporarily staying with family or friends. And experts say domestic violence is one of the most common causes for the displacement.
In response, last school year, the district hired 100 school-based community coordinators to help link students to services. Add to that social workers who also track and assess their needs. While Randy Levine applauds the district's efforts, she says there are still too many barriers to getting help, and even more investments are needed.
We also want the Department of Education to increase its coordination with the Department of Homeless Services and work to place more students in shelters that are closer to their schools.
For children, especially those in shelters, the instability can plant the seed that creates a vicious cycle, and the impact can last a lifetime. Aundrea Cline-Thomas, CBS 2 News.
The report was generated from information submitted to the State Education Department.